Hi there YouTube. Recently I buy a new knife on the internet, and I don't remember from which site because I was not sober when I pressed the buy button. But anyway, lucky to me it was not a very expensive knife. It was this one. Usually I don't like to do reviews on a knife just after a week, but for a $28 knife I don't think that knife need to improve itself. I mean $28 or maybe less. Anyway, the knife is Gerber Big Rock Camp. I think the name is Big, at least Big Rock, but I had heard also Camp. I have already started fire here because I'm gonna make some food. Some chicken bats, or what you call it. Chicken clubs. I'm gonna put them on the fire now, and then I'm coming back to this knife. I'm back. So let's have a look at the Gerber Big Rock. The knife is partly serrated, and if you have seen some of my other videos, you know I almost only got partly serrated knives. And the steel is 440A stainless, and it's really sharp. Take this for what it is. I'm not an expert at reviews. It's not my business. And it's a good grip. It's like rubber, a little bit thin, but and I got big hands, but I think it's okay. And if you put on winter gloves, you get a more like a fat grip. I'm going to do some test with it soon, but first, and the length of the blade is exactly as Gerber Prodigy. Almost 5 inches, 4 point something, or 4.7 or something. And the back of the knife is from factory, perfect with a fire steel. And later I'm gonna show you my fire steel technique, because I have a little different technique than most of my friends and people I have seen on YouTube. Coming back to that later. Now we should look at the sheet. The sheet is not very, what you said, good looking, but it's functional. It's like a sheet for a hunting knife, but not in leather. And because it's not in leather, it looks like a little, it looks like a toy maybe. So and this sheet is for right-handed people, and I am left-handed, so a friend of mine gonna make a leather sheet for this knife, because I think this knife deserves it. It's really, what could I say, I have not have it a very long time, but for $28 it's really okay. I'm not used to this kind of blade design. It looks like a kitchen knife, a small kitchen knife. But should we look at the performance of the knife then? And I do some batoning and make some feather sticks and that kind of thing. Okay. I got to say that because I don't think this knife is as sturdy as one of the more popular survival knives, so I don't gonna bathoon like hell with it. But I'm gonna do some camp task that you do with the knife. So a little batooning I think will be okay. No problem. I get smoke in my eyes. No problem at all. The edge hold up. I can't see any chipping or something. And no chipping on the serrations either. Split's good. Maybe a little better than the Gerber Prodigy because it's thinner. I'm gonna do some feather sticks with it. Well, then we start. And one more thing, I don't gonna do traditional feather sticks. Knives like this kind of survival knife is not made for that. You should have a Mora or something with a Scandi grind. I think it's called Scandi grind. I'm not a super professional about what's called that and what's called this on knives. I use them only. Let's try. I don't think it's necessary have to stay on the stick. You can do like this and put it together and light it up with the fire steel. But you can do pretty thin feathers if you are careful. But for some reason, not with the serrations. These serrations maybe are a different angle, because with this knife I can do it pretty good. But now we should not talk about this knife. From this almost dead tree I'm going to take some birch bark. You can see it has fallen. Fallen down. don't do this on a healthy thing. If I listen, I can hear that it sounds like it's gonna fall in a minute. Not in my head, I hope. Even though I don't have pussy skins in my hands, it's nice to have a pair of gloves when you collect firewood, when you break them. So, now I'm going to show you my technique for when I use in this case, light my fire. Most people use like this, do like this, I mean. I want to put my camera on fire. Or like this. But when you do that, when you are down here with the tinder, where am I? Down here. When you do this, when you strike, you can push away the tinder. Of course, if you do this, it's better. But I have the technique of like carving, like this. I think I get bigger sparks then. The minus with this is when you use this technique that the life length of the fire steel is a little bit shorter because you're digging a hole in the fire steel, so it's look like you chew up dog bone after a while. But so I have bought a new one. My old one was really going down a hole in it, but why be cheap? In Sweden this cost around $25. Pretty expensive in Sweden. $28, $25. Therefore I buy my stuff from the United States on the internet. As you see, I got the striker here. I don't use that very much. I have problem to get big sparks with it. It's not my cup of tea, but I have put it here anyway because if some friend of mine will use the fire steel and they are more used to the striker, they can have it. And one more important thing, the whistle. Very good, and that's the main reason I got it still on. And here I also got the Silva compass. Not the best compass because it can get stuck up and you must do like this, but it's small and you can have it around the most important things. You can have it on your neck. The most important things beside the knife, of course. Okay, I'm gonna prepare my tinder now and then I'm gonna show you how to dig a spark. Mostly I only use this, but now I'm gonna try this, put it together like a super thinner board. Now we got the tinder and a little bit of material to start a small fire. And I do it with, never done it with this knife before, never. I think maybe I have tried at home. I have tried this, of course, to see the good sparks. It took me three times. I got a little flame on the first, but it's going down. But 3 strokes is pretty good, I think. And it's good with this knife, as you could see. And very good with this knife, my favorite. I always use this. I don't think, even though this is a good knife, I don't think it's going to be my #1 knife. This is my #1 knife. And only the future can tell if somebody going to put it down from the throne. As you can see, I got one fire here. Well, I have my food is ready now, and I got one fire here. I'm surrounded with fires. I'm gonna end this video with an excellent tool. My favorite folding saw. Bacco. I almost say fiskars, but it isn't bacco. Very good. With this and a good knife in summertime or in spring or in autumn, I don't think you need an axe. An axe is good if you're gonna make and collect very much firewood for the whole night, especially at winter time. Okay, that was all I got to say about that. And I hope you enjoy this Swinglish video. Out. In this stream, what you call it, small creek, in the spring the fish will go up and mate or fuck, and you can catch really big perch here or a roach. Really big perch is like a bass. It's good to eat. You can catch them with your hands. Maybe I do a video about that in springtime. Catch it like Bear Grylls with my hand and shove it on fire and eat it.